Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, and that can only mean one thing. Not again. I've had a sip of protein shake. I can't believe I've done it again. And now I'm coughing again. Got dry throat. Right, I'm going to power through this. Okay, welcome to the podcast. This is a very, very professional, the world's most professional podcast about self-storage. What we do on Mondays, and we go from our week in numbers. And can I say, it was a fan daddy dodo week. A fan daddy dodo means amazing. Incredible week. We'll jump into the numbers and I'll tell you all about it. This week, we've got Clough Road figures tomorrow. Then we've got my quarterly figures. And then on Friday, we've got a podcast about, let's have a look. I've got two podcasts that I've got. I've got an announcement. I'm going to do the announcement one. So on Friday, I've got an announcement on the podcast that I'm going to tell you about. And then next week, we've got some really, really other great podcasts. I'm going away on Thursday this week. So I'm going to pre-record them all and get them all lined up for you guys. So yeah, really, really interesting stuff coming up. Quarterly figures, by the way. I love quarterly figures, and it's helped me make a decision on something that I'll talk to you about in Wednesday's episode. Because there's a lot of noise out there at the minute, the economy, doom, gloom, But then when you look at the cold, hard facts, they don't support the doom and gloom. The cold, hard facts say that self-storage is continuing at the minute to be very, very popular, and people are in need of storage. Excuse me. Come on, Dean, power through this. Right, I'm out of quotes, 35. I've got to be really, really quick, so I've got a pearly baby boy as well, baby 8-year-old. Right, number of quotes per day were 5, so really good, really, really good week in terms of quotes. Number of reservations, 13 reservations. So that's a conversion rate of 37%. Boom. Don't need to say any more. 37%. You what? Unbelievable. 4 forward move-ins. We had 10 move-ins this week, all massive rooms as well, which is really, really good. So that's a conversion rate of 29% quotes to move-ins of 29%. Unbelievable. 1,470 square foot moved in this week of new move-ins, and then we had 6 people take extra rooms. So that is 1,645 square foot moved in 1 week. Incredible. The Luton van was rented out 5 times. Here is some more incredible data. Google, 13 quotes came from Google. That's only 37%. Passing by, 14 quotes came from passing by, which was 40%. Incredible. But that's the power of having a good location. We've got more quotes come from people passing by than we did Google. Incredible. Love it. Word of mouth was 4, that's 11%. Bevel 24 was 1, that's 3%. Used before is 2, that's 6% of our quotes. And social media was 1, which is 3%. So square foot moved in was 1,645, as we know. Square foot moved out, bananas, 475 square foot. That is it. So we was a total of 1,170 square foot net. We gained 1,170 square foot. Come on. Lovely jubbly. Amount of rooms moved in was 16. Amount of rooms moved out was 9. And so that means that we have, just getting the revenue sheet up here so I can tell you the rev. So that means we've got 352 internal rooms occupied, 2 containers moved in, none out. So we've got 48 out of 52 containers occupied. Car parking spaces, still 4. Occupancy, 83%. We are 83% occupied. Yes, we want to be above that 85%. We're close to being the most occupied in terms of square footage that we've ever been. So incredible. Number of insurance sold this week was £63,000 for 10 move-ins. You'd expect a high volume, by the way, of insurance purely because of the room sizes. So the average was 6,300, which is probably a little bit less than where I would like it. Because if you think about it, 10 move-ins, and we had total square foot moved in of 1,645. So the average move-in was over 160 square foot. The minimum insurance for a 160 square foot is £7,000. So we should have really took £70,000 last week on insurance, and we only took 63,000. So it is below where we are. Obviously, as a site, we want to hit £5,000 as a minimum, but in this instance, I would expect slightly more. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. There is no bloody pleasing you, Dean, and you're right, there isn't. Move-ins due this week is 12. We've got 12 move-ins due this week for 1,025 square foot, and we've got 7 move-outs due for 600 square foot. So we are going to anticipate, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's going to be over 500 square foot up again this week. So really, really good. Really good. Some other interesting data. We had 362 users came to our website. And so across the two platforms, Clough Road and Willerby, we converted at 5%. 5% of our website visitors actually reserved. That is phenomenal data, guys. It keeps on providing a good source of our website is just incredible. If them figures are correct, 5% of people who come onto our website actually book. That's bananas. And let's not forget, we have you cheeky chappies as well. We have some of you going onto our website as well to check it out. And so, yeah, it's really good. Our conversion rate it's great. And my advice to anybody is spend money on your website. Spend money on what your content, your wording. I can't think of the words, because that's your salesman. You spend money on your staff. You have to spend money on your team. You have to, because obviously they come with a cost. The website is a one-off cost, and it's continuously selling non-stop all the time. It never has a day off sick. It never asks. It never causes any problems. It's just always on. It's always there. And so many people overlook that. We need to spend money on your website. Your website is so important. One of the biggest factors. And it's a set cost. So once it's done, set, forget about it. And maybe every now and again, you look into it and do more. But yeah, websites are incredible. Let's have a look at the money we took then. We took last week, not a very good week for takings. We took £24,388.42 in total. That was £5,058 at Clough Road, £4,145 at Beverley with no bounce direct debits, and £15,184 at Willerby for £606 of bounced direct debits. Right, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to go and see my kid now and take the other one to school. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.